Welcome to the Know. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Ryan Haywood.
Everybody get your Sherlock Holmes deerstalker hats and magnifying glasses because it's time to do some internet sleuthing. Like any good modern day mystery, this one starts on Reddit with a user who thinks he may have found proof that PlayStation 1 and 2 Classics are finally coming to PS4.
Yes, Reddit user Kravaviabdavus. Is that it right?
He says it like that too.
You have to say it like that?
My username is
Kravaviabdavus. It's a name you have to say drunk. Has spotted some info that seems to indicate that the PS2 Star Wars game, included in the Darth Vader PS4 bundle, which just released yesterday, might be running on the heavily rumored PS Classics Emulator, as opposed to being a unique console port for the PlayStation 4.
By the way, isn't it great that we live in a day and age where we have to report on usernames like
You nailed it.
And XX Vegeta's Grandma 01 is part of video game rumors.
Feisty.
Also, PM me your tits is my favorite Reddit account. PM, like private message, me your tits.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
I wonder if it pays off.
Yeah, I wonder if people do. Oh, let us know in the comments, PM your tits. All right, one day we'll just be online with our actual names and we'll look back at this era and think, the fuck?
Never happened. Why does this Reddit user, whose name I'm trying not to say again, I lost it. Vegeta's Grandma.
Yes.
Think that PS1 and PS2 Classics are imminent? Conjecture, hearsay, and maybe a little bit of actual evidence. The Darth Vader bundle, in addition to including a badass image of Darth Vader on the system, comes with 4 old-school Star Wars games. That's one SNES game, Super Star Wars, which was great, sorta, which was announced to much fanboy squeak.
Yes.
But more importantly, 3 PS2 games: Jedi Starfighter, Star Wars Racer Revenge, and Star Wars The Bounty Hunter.
Yes.
He came from my tongue.
Because a bounty hunter.
Brownie Hunter?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna do that when I get home.
That would be such a great image of like a Boba Fett that was a brownie.
He's just like huge. He's like brownies. He just shoves them up under the helmet.
So great.
Oh, the raspberry.
All right, sorry.
Which, if you're familiar with the PSN store on PS4, seeing a PS2 game on there is actually a pretty rare occurrence.
It's like spotting a Gundark in the wild. That's a Star Wars reference, everyone. There's plenty of those in this script. Oddly enough, only Super Star Wars, the SNES game, hit the PSN store this week. The PS2 games included in the bundle are still unannounced for PSN release, although one can only assume they'll eventually find their way onto Sony's online store, where you'll have to annoyingly add funds into your wallet before you can actually buy them. I fucking hate that extra step.
Oh, look, you gotta make sure you're committed, okay?
So annoying.
And
you don't have enough funds in your wallet. You gotta fucking add your funds.
Look, hey, you gotta take it gets rid of buyer's remorse.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. The only people who are able to play PS2 games as of this moment are the ones who bought the bundle. Being the super fan as he is, Avada Kedavra. The name makes sense now!
It does! I didn't get it at all before!
No, it didn't translate, because it was not spelled that way.
You're not supposed to say those words.
Oh god, who did I just kill?
We killed a lot of people who are drunken.
Well, he hunted down someone who owns the bundle streaming one of the PS2 games on Twitch and noticed something interesting. The pause menu controller setup for the game still showed the PS2 controller. Now, this could just mean that it's a really half-assed, lazy port. Sony's done that before with Tomba 2, whose PSN downloaded on the PS3 was actually entirely in Japanese.
Oh.
Plus, the God of War collection on PS Vita all still showed the PS2 controller configurations on the menu screens if you play it on a PS TV.
But it could also mean that the game is running on the long-rumored PlayStation Classics emulator that people have been talking about for years. The menus even showed options for progressive scan, which is completely unnecessary by today's standards, and appear to be in the game's original aspect ratio with no modification. All things that would probably have been removed in a proper port of the game.
I mean, that takes time and effort.
It'd be very hard.
Yeah, the PlayStation Classic Emulator is one of the oldest rumors about the PlayStation 4, and not without cause. Back in 2013, it was discovered that Sony had filed for a patent in 2012, which would allow them to add trophies to classic games without modifying the original game's code. Can you imagine the kind of trophies you get for the PS1 and PS2 games?
Oh man, so many good ones.
Shoot a polygon with another polygon.
Yeah.
Pew pew. Also, Cloud something.
Cloud something?
Yes.
His last name is Strife. All right, the official emulator. Yes, it's Cloud Strife.
Cloud Strife.
Yeah.
He sounds like a meteorologist.
He's got like his big Buster Sword. He could probably break a meteor with his Buster Sword.
Okay.
Whatever. The official emulator from Sony Rumor was given a shot of jet fuel in 2014 when Eurogamer received a tip from a well-placed source within Sony's streaming team that only PS3 games would be coming to PS Now, Sony's cloud streaming service, and that the PS1 and PS2 games would be coming via emulation with the possibility of HD visual enhancements. Eurogamer indicated that the same internal emulation we saw for PS3, which could play both PS1 and PS2 games might be possible for the PS4.
The rumors laid low for a while before roaring back in recent months. In September, Peggy listings appeared for PS2 Classics Dark Cloud 2, Ape Escape 2, and Twisted Metal Black, giving retro PlayStation fans just a little bit of excitement. Now, you can't always believe everything you see when it comes to Peggy listings. Just in the last couple of weeks, a listing for Minecraft for the Wii U appeared briefly before being removed in the last couple of days.
It sucks because we got really excited about that and we wrote a story ready to plug it in and then it wasn't real and we had to fucking fold that story.
Look, Minecraft has taken over enough of the world, okay? It doesn't need another console. It has to be stopped.
You're very squeaky, my friend.
Yes!
The hype escalated even further when users spotted what appeared to be the PlayStation 2 game Siren being streamed from the Live from PlayStation section on the PS4. The image was later removed, but then an anonymous tipster pointed the blog PlayStation Lifestyle to the beta for the recently released PS4 3.0 firmware, where another user was streaming the PS2 game War of the Monsters.
This is a lot of yarn connecting pictures,
Yes.
right? All right.
Who is Kaiser Soze?
Anonymous tipsters, inside sources, conspiracies,
Yes.
tinfoil hats. You know, it's got the earmarks of a really good Dan Brown novel, actually. Seriously, how cool would it be for a total emulation for PS1 and PS2 games on the PS4? Sony has long maintained that PS Now is the focus of their backwards compatibility plans, but it's pretty telling that the service is bare of so many of the PS1 and PS2 classics that we all know and love.
I want to play Bust a Groove so bad on my PS4.
I need to learn more about this Cloud Strife guy and what his predictions are for the coming week.
Perhaps they're just playing coy until December's PlayStation Experience event in San Francisco, where they've been known to make announcements in the past. At last year's event, we got news of a new God of War game, remastered Day of the Tentacle, and the first gameplay of Uncharted 4. Now, coincidentally, they also announced the remastered original version of Final Fantasy VII.
There it is. Yeah.
Which is supposed to have a release date of October, but is still nowhere to be found. Could it be part of an upcoming wave of PS1 and PS2 classics?
As long as we get Kingdom Hearts support, I'll be totally happy. Or Time Splitters 2, or Silent Hill 2, but basically I just need all the PS1 and PS2 games available now.
Parappa the Rappa, maybe?
Did you check the toilets on the right?
So for now, we'll have to keep scouring Reddit for more clues until we can finally play Parappa the Rapper on our PS4s. Holy shit, Eddie predicted what I was
It
thinking.
delivers! What do you guys think about the PS4 getting backwards compatibility with classic games? What games do you want to play? Is it kicking and punching really all in your mind?
Yes, oh my god, it's so, you can tell I don't read these scripts until we get up here. This is the best moment of my life. All right, just stay current on anonymous tipsters and Reddit detectives, like this video, and subscribe to the Know. Whoa. Whoa. I used to just do that a bunch to make Parappa keep saying whoa.
I don't know who Parappa
Oh,
is.
Parappa the Rapper, and then when you'd screw up a button and press, he'd like start rapping, but then he'd fuck up a word. He'd be like, oh, whoa, check your whoa. It was awesome.